How do you brand your startup with the media? It's a question we all want to know, right? If you have a fund, how do you get on CNBC, the fund? Likewise, if you have a startup, how do you get yourself publicity? It all comes down to this, narrative and audience. Narrative, it's the most important thing here when it comes to branding your startup or fund with the media. What is the story you want to tell? The reason why it's so important is because without understanding a strong narrative, without identifying a strong narrative, you don't have a story. A lot of startups and financial hedge fund clients always ask, who do you know at CNBC? Who do you know at the Wall Street Journal? Or who do you know at TechCrunch, Mashable? It doesn't come down to who you know. It's all about what you know. This is what who you don't know got us. We've locked in stories. All of these stories we secured with the media by not knowing anyone. It all came down to the narrative. The Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, the CNN, Business Insider, CNBC. Again, all of these stories came down because we were able to identify the strong narrative. So, what do you know? The reason why the narrative is so important is because all story ideas drive coverage. Every story idea drives the news coverage. Another reason why it's important is that it enables you to scale the message. Even if you do know a few reporters at TechCrunch or Mashable or the Wall Street Journal, you cannot possibly email every single or call every single reporter. You need to be able to scale the message. If you have a solid story idea, it allows you to better scale that message and reach out to more people. It's also more efficient, even if you're in another market. I see someone on right now, Jay, from London. If you have a good, solid narrative and you've identified that solid narrative, then you're able to pitch people in New York. Likewise, you're able to pitch people in London if you're in New York. Or even if you're in another market, you can pitch clients. You don't necessarily have to be there. Why does audience play a role with the media? Well, here's the key. It helps you identify the purpose behind a media campaign. Let me just back up just to reinforce this. So the first one is narrative, right? Identifying the narrative is crucial. Audience is crucial because it helps you identify the purpose. When you know the purpose of the campaign, it helps you identify the best news outlet to pitch.